MJF, bro. What is you doing, bro? You had the world in your palms, but you blew it. You blew it. As Mac Miller would say, you can have the world in your palm, or you got the world in the palm of your hands, you still might drop it. Hey, MJF, you dropped it, bro. Now, before I get into this video, I am trying to hit 4,200 subs before the end of the week. And we are celebrating the downfall of Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing burgers on the grill. I'm throwing, some hot dogs, some Mets. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feel like. We even got stuff for the vegans and the vegetarians. But I'm only inviting you to the barbecue if you hit that subscribe button, bro. If you don't hit that subscribe button, bro, you can't come to the barbecue as we celebrate the downfall of Chris Jericho. So hit that subscribe button if you want to be involved. But MJF. Let's talk about MJF right now. Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. I think he's one of those people who just needs to stop talking. There's a few of them out there, like Seth Rollins in 2019. Seth Rollins now, actually. I think he's slowly lumping himself into that group. If you don't know, MJF released like a statement, or like sort of like, for lack of a better word, a memoir to the Players Tribune. Like similar to like Kobe Bryant, if you guys remember that. That's how Kobe Bryant announced his retirement in 2016. I think Eddie Kingston did a piece in the Players Tribune that really got him over. It's kind of just something for like athletes to express their minds to. It's like a public journal for athletes. And, I appreciate the platform. I love the platform for them. And I'm watching World's End right now, and I think the stream is messing up. I don't know if it's the devil. Ironically, as I'm talking about MJF, I'm not sure if it's the. I turned it up. Oh, nope. That's just Bleacher Report. So I think it's one of those things where MJF just needs to stop talking. And I don't know who convinced him. I don't know who convinced him to talk about what he talked about, or what came over his head when he was talking about it. But he talked about a few things. He talked about his how people are maybe getting exhausted from his character or overexposure. I think the biggest thing though has been the the war going on, and I can't necessarily say what's going on, but he kind of stood on what he's been saying and kind of defended, of course, like he's against the everything that's been going on, the negative stuff about what's been going on in the Middle East. But I think, obviously, I won't get into politics here, but I think it's one of those things where it's probably best you just kind of keep it to yourself and you just kind of stay quiet, because the things that he is saying is coming off as very ignorant and inconsiderate of what's exactly going on. And it's again, I won't get political, and this is not the channel to get political on. Maybe eventually in my career I will, but right now, nah, I'm good. But one thing for sure, though, is just the MJF exhaustion thing. It's like, yeah, I feel you. And I think he has to look at the people who kicked out CM Punk. He has to. They've been overworking him because CM Punk is gone. He's the biggest star. He's probably, you could make the argument, the only star they have right now. And I think Sting has been kind of raising in the power rankings due to, he's on a retirement tour, and as a byproduct, there's been, Darby Allin. He got a boost in that as well, being Sting's partner. But when you think about everything going on around MJF, just Kenny Omega, he's out. What are the Young Bucks doing right now? The two former biggest stars in AEW are now in WWE, doing some of the best work of their career, making some of the most money, as in Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. People are telling this man every day he needs to leave AEW. He kind of ruined the Bidding War 2024 storyline. That's his fault. Keith Lee can't stay healthy. You got Hangman Adam Page drinking blood. Nobody really wants to see him. Wardlow was wasted. Hook was wasted. Darby Allin's training for the goddamn the Mount Everest. Who's really matching him in his effort, you know? Who's really matching him in his effort to be the best? He has no competition. Bryan Danielson keeps getting injured. You know, I think obviously, you know, what also Adam Cole getting injured, you know, that kind of messed up things. Even though that storyline kind of ruined MJF for me. I think MJF, although he can be a great face, again, I've met this man in person, and I would tell the story eventually. But if you haven't already heard the story from me, but MJF is a genuinely good person. MJF is a genuinely good person, and he can be a great face, but Super Cena is not a great face, and that's who he's become. So I think he can be a great face, but you know he's been booked terribly, and he's been booked into oblivion. Same thing that happened to Hook. Same thing that happened to Wardlow. Same thing that happened to Powerhouse Hobbs is happening to MJF. So it's not that hard to book faces. It's not that hard to, you know, book someone correctly. Just let them be themselves, and you know, put them in positions to be the best version of themselves, and do what they do best. So Hook is a great in-ring performer. Why are we putting him with Danhausen? Now, I love Danhausen, but, you know, nah. Powerhouse Hobbs is a powerhouse. Put him in the ring. Get him in action. You know, get him like a manager or something. Have him be like your Brock Lesnar or something. Wardlow, have him be your Goldberg. It's easy, bro. It's easy. It's not that hard. MJF, he's a great jerk. He's the jerk you like to root for. Stop having him be idiotic and wrestle matches he doesn't need to, like he did before. You know, just keep him doing what he was doing, but as a face. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Just have him go against heels and be the better heel against the heels. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally it. It's not that hard, but that's what's Tony Khan's booking. He got people going against what they do best. Like Edge. He's one of the best heels of all time, and he's a face for some reason. Maybe that's what Edge wants to do, but I know he was doing it in WWE as well, but here's the secret. His WWE run sucked as well. And I've been drinking a little bit, so I'm just ranting, but I love it. I like this. I like this. I'm feeling myself right now. I've been drinking. I'm gonna take a sip. Yeah, just you got people going against what they do best. Like Kenny Omega. I understand that he was unhealthy. So to have him on TV as much as possible, you had to have him do tag team matches. But that's the problem. If we can't have the best version of Kenny Omega, we don't need Kenny Omega. And I'm not saying keep him off TV, but wait till he's healthy and maybe just have him in one match a month. I'll take one singles match a month from Kenny Omega than these tag team matches he's been doing over the last couple of years. I promise you. We don't need tag team Kenny Omega. We don't. We need single star Kenny Omega. And yeah, it's just bro, just stop. You know what I'm saying? Just book people logically. Book people to do what they do best. Put them in positions to do what they do best. Isn't that the goal of a booker? But who am I? I'm talking about Tony Khan, bro. Like, so, I don't know. And I know I've gone off topic with this video, but again, I've been drinking. It's the second to last day of the year, and I'm feeling good, but I'm not feeling good about AEW. So, you know, hey, MJF, stop talking. Just be yourself. Stop talking about the war. How about that? Just stop talking about the war. And, you know, stop bringing up your religion. Stop bringing up, you know, things that got to do with people dying and comparing it to wrestling, bro. Because, like, all right, you got to kind of humble yourself, bro. Like, you know, you are just a wrestler. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not demeaning. Like, if it was LeBron comparing, you know, Black Lives Matter to what he got going on, I'll be saying, like, bro, you're just a basketball player. Relax, bro. Like, you know, it's not that deep. So, yeah, just kind of got to stop talking. Just really stop talking. But, again, I am trying to hit 4,200 subs. Again, I am throwing a barbecue for the downfall of Chris Jericho. If you would like to be invited, all you got to do, man, is just hit that subscribe button. I'm cooking for 4,000 people right now, though. I'm a little worried, but it'll be worth it, man, because we're celebrating the downfall of Chris Jericho. So, salute, man. I appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Have a good one. Sub to Act. Peace. Even though he's probably drunker than me right now. Peace. Sub to Act, man. Peace. Peace.